Maybe my most controversial take is that women don't belong in the UFC. Not at all. Now, women can train, women can fight, they can fight professionally. They just can't fight in the UFC. Why do I say that? Women are inherently better than men because they give birth, they mother, they nurture, they are superior, they are the bringers of life. Men, on the opposite side of the spectrum, we take the essence that they give to the world. So to develop that type of aggression goes against the inherent feminine energy that we as a society praise and put on a pedestal. So when women train and become more like men, they become less like the goddess. And it's not hot. It's not sexy. I've never been like, oh, you know what? She's super great because she can fight. No, that's not the energy we should be telling women to chase. Now, women should know how to train. Women should know how to defend themselves. I do think that it's badass that women can fight and that women can beat up untrained men. That's great. But I don't want to watch them in the UFC. I don't want to watch women compete. That's not the realm or the energy that I want to absorb. And I'll be honest with you, when the women's fights come on, I'll play Call of Duty. I'll go do something else. I don't watch it. It doesn't entertain me. I don't want to watch a domestic violence victim or a butch lesbian beat up each other. It doesn't entertain me. Best case scenario, there's a finish, and I don't want to watch that. Worst case scenario, it's going to unanimous decision, which I think the majority of women's fights do. And I don't want to watch that either. I have better things to do with my time. Attention forms reality. So every time you give attention to women fighting, you're saying that this is the thing we want from women. And it's the last thing we want from women is masculine women. That's the problem with America now. It's the problem with feminism now is we have these masculine women running around. And men go, well, what energy, where am I allowed to be a man if you're being masculine? And the only thing it leaves men to do is be infantilized, which is why you see them playing video games and doing all these other things, because women are stripping men of masculinity, which only infantilizes man. And that's the last thing a strong society wants is a bunch of infantile men and masculine women running around. And if you look at what's happening in the United States, it seems kind of like that, doesn't it? What makes mixed martial arts great is it is the epitome and the essence of combat sports, where we've restricted what you can't do down to some very narrow things. And in the process, we've been given some great spectacles of violence. But none of those great spectacles of violence are being done by women, nor should they be. Because I don't look to women for violent acts. And if I did, I think I'd be the one with problems. I think I'd be the one with a mental issue. So why am I making this video? Because my biggest and pet peeve with the sport of mixed martial arts in the UFC is having to watch women fight. It bores the shit out of me. I don't want to watch people air jab. I don't want to watch people smudge somebody up against the fence. And when they do knock out a woman, I'm not like, oh, wow, that was great. I actually am empathetic. That woman is doing something that she probably doesn't need to be doing. I don't want to watch butch lesbian. I don't want to know who the toughest butch lesbian is. I don't want to know who the toughest domestic violence victim is. And I guarantee you that's 99% of WMMA. Domestic violence victims are butch lesbians, neither of which I'm interested in watching at all. Go do something else. Or go fight in the Invicta Fight League, which they had. And I've been a mixed martial arts fan since The Ultimate Fighter 1. So it's not like I don't know what I'm talking about when I say that Dana White was like inherently against women being in MMA, or in the UFC rather, until Ronda Rousey showed up and, according to Brendan Schaub, they're Eskimo brothers allegedly. So, you know, the only reason we're subjected to this bullshit is because Dana got something presumptive out of it. And I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with women competing in MMA if that's something that they're into, but I don't think they should be in the UFC. I don't think it's UFC caliber. I think that, and we've seen this in all women's sport, if you went and put their high school equivalent of what that professional is, they get smudged by that guy. What are we talking about, guys? Mixed martial arts is for men. If women want to watch it, great. It was not meant for them. The same way The Handmaid's Tale wasn't made for us. But women want to creep into our sports. They want to creep into our space. They want to insert themselves in our areas and take on masculine attention because it makes them feel special. Going back to what I said, attention forms reality. So every time you give your attention to something that, especially things that you don't like or you don't want around you, you're actually just propagating that. So that's why I turn it off. I don't watch that. I don't want to watch women fight. It doesn't interest me. I don't want to see it. There's other things they can be doing. There's other things I can be doing. And the way I look at it, every woman on the UFC roster is taking up some disadvantaged guy's spot who could really change his life with it, who has a family depending on him becoming the provider. You know, a lot of these cases, these women, they fight because they want to, not because they need to. Most men fight because they need to and they have zero other options. And they're willing to sacrifice their health to put on a spectacle to somehow change and transform their life under those lights. And we have to sit there and watch women smudge each other to a decision in the hopes that they can get some OnlyFans promotion. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. I don't want to watch it. I don't need to watch it. There are better things to do with my time. And I know I'm not going to get a lot of good attention for this, but I feel like if I'm going to make a video for my channel where I'm actually talking about what I care about, what I think about the sport of mixed martial arts, yo, dude, I don't want to watch women fight in the UFC. If I want to watch women fight, it's because I am choosing to do that, not because I'm being subjected to it. It's basically like watching an NBA game and then having them take a break and here's the WNBA. And you can't change the channel, you just have to endure it until the NBA comes back on. That's the equivalency. Where else in life are we subjected to watching an inferior product to satiate advertisers or to satiate an organization? It's nonsense. We're being fed diluted sport and the spectacle of equality when actually women at their essence are far greater than men. We can't give life. We're only really good at ending it. You see what I'm saying? That's what our skill set is, and that's kind of why mixed martial arts is awesome. Is if there wasn't a ref, we know what would happen. It's Coliseum days. And that's why we watch, is that taken to its final conclusion, there is no, you see what I'm saying? And that's what makes the sport magical. That's what makes the sport intense. That's what makes the sport unique and the only thing that men want to watch after they've seen it. You know, I don't watch any other sports. I don't do anything else. I watch fights and I train jiu-jitsu. That's it. And I'm a brown belt. I've trained jiu-jitsu for 15 years. And I love when women come into the gym because it shows me, hey, they're gonna be safe. The woman's got a blue belt, she's safe on the street. If I had kids, jiu-jitsu till they're 18. It's the only way you're getting any kind of inheritance. But that doesn't mean I want to watch kids fight. That doesn't mean I want to watch women fight. I just don't. Like, I have better things to do with my time, and I think we're better served in society teaching women the feminine arts that are going to help support and nurture the next generation, rather than creating a bunch of masculine women and feminine men or childlike men because women are taking up their space as women like to do. Now, I love women. I'm married, have a great wife, been with her for almost 10 years. I don't want to watch her get in a fight. I don't want to watch women fight, bro. It just doesn't entertain me. It's low level. Women's athletics in general, low level. And we've given women this space to be masculine because it makes them feel good, but it actually erodes the gender norms. And I don't think that that's good for society in general. Now, I've gone on a rant. If you've made it this far, thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Like I said, attention forms reality. I'll be making more videos about mixed martial art, the sport that I've trained for over 15 years and the thing that I've been a fan of since The Ultimate Fighter 1. I'm Mr. 3. This is Mr. 3 MMA. I'm going to do my best to post as much as I can. I'm going to get 8 up in the comments for this one. That's cool. Don't care. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the other side.